Hey, welcome back to my channel Endless Pages. I'm Liv and welcome to today's video, which is my April TBR. Hi, hope you've all been well. So as I said, this is my April TBR. I'm participating in 2 readathons in the month of April, and I know I said I'm going to be participating in less readathons this year, but I'm a liar. So yeah, the first readathon is the magical readathon. You guys already probably all know, but I'll just say in case you don't. This readathon is created by G from Book Roast, and of course I will tag her in the description below. Yeah, this is a very fun and creative readathon that I've been participating in a couple of times now. So basically you just kind of pick a calling and take classes to achieve that calling. That is a very dumb explanation of a very creative readathon where G puts in an incredible amount of effort. So it almost seems like an insult to explain it so dumbly, but anyway. My calling that I am trying to achieve is to be a Star Whisperer. And basically the Star Whisperers are mages who act as receivers of celestial messages. They master the craft of tuning out the world, calming the mind, and listening to the messages from the stars. These messages are sent every day, but collecting them is only the first step of this, and then there's a lot more beautiful detail that I won't go into. But I picked this trait because the key traits were dreamy, imaginative, and attentive, which I thought was kind of me. So I thought that worked out well. So yeah, that's my calling. And for the spring equinox, there are some classes that I need to take. So I'm going to go through the prompts for these classes. First class I need to take is Art of Illusion, and for that I need to read a book that either has the word game or play in the title. And I got a recommendation from this one off the Merv's Bitches Discord, which I feel like I talk about this Discord in every one of my videos, but I will tag it in the description just in case. And the recommendation was role playing. This is by Kathy Yardley. This is a romance. I think this is like a romance between 2 geeky kind of people on an online gaming guild. I think maybe kind of roughly based off D&D. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I'm kind of getting. Yeah, and they kind of start to grow a lot closer on this gaming guild, but they have, you know, some things in their past that could hold them back from each other. So it sounds really wholesome and really sweet, and just like reading about a romance between 2 geeks sounds like a really fun time. So yeah, I'm not willing, I am really looking forward to reading this one, and I think it'll be a cute wholesome time. Class number 2 is astronomy, so a zodiac rep. So basically find a list of books that are recommended for your star sign and read from that. I looked at a bunch of different lists, Scorpio by the way, and I saw this book come up in a couple of different lists, and that is Mexican Gothic. Since it came up on so many lists, I thought it was a sign because it was one of the repeat books. This is by Silvia Morano Garcia. This is, I think, like a horror, maybe? No, a thriller. So it's tagged as horror and thriller. Gothic, mystery, fantasy, all of those tags. This is a book about this woman who receives a frantic letter from her newlywed cousin begging for someone to save her from mysterious doom. So she heads to High Place, a distant house in the Mexican countryside. She's not sure what she'll find. Her cousin's husband, a handsome Englishman, is a stranger, and she knows little about the region. She's also an unlikely rescuer. She's a glamorous debutante, and her chic gowns and perfect red lipstick are more suited for cocktail parties than amateur sleuthing. But she's also tough and smart, with a, I don't know what that word is, strong will, I guess, and she's not afraid. Not of her cousin's new husband, who is both menacing and alluring. Not of his father, the ancient patriarch who seems to be fascinated by her. And not even of the house itself, which begins to invade her dreams with visions of blood and doom. Her only ally in this house is the family's youngest son, shy and gentle, who seems to want to help her, but might also be hiding dark knowledge of his family's past. For there are many secrets behind the walls of High Place. The family's once colossal wealth and fading mining empire kept them from prying eyes, but as she digs deeper, she unearths stories of violence and madness. She is mesmerized by the terrifying yet seductive world of High Place and may soon find it impossible to ever leave. Yeah, I've seen this book around for years. I feel like it's quite popular. Let me know if you've read it and what you think about it. It sounds really creepy, and yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this one a go. Class number 3 is Inscription. Write down 3 titles to pick at random. Okay, so first title I wrote down that I could potentially pick up, oh, you can't read my writing, anyway, is Jade War. This is book number 2 in the Jade Legacy series. This is not currently on my TBR, but I do want to read it. Book number 2 is Hell Followed With Us. This is by, who is this by? Andrew Joseph White. This is on my TBR for the other readathon, so I thought, you know, wouldn't be adding an extra book to my TBR if I pick this one. And then the other one is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. This is I would probably listen to this on audio. I feel like I'm slowly turning into a person that has to always have an audio going, which makes me very happy. So I thought I'd add an extra audio option into my TBR because this would also be audio. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to fold these up, I guess, and then I will just, I don't know, I guess I will mix them up and pick one. I do have a TBR jar, but it is full of all my physical TBR prompts, and I don't want to take them all out because that just seems like kind of a mess and a waste of time. So I will just mix these up here. Alright, one's bigger than the other. I can't remember which one that is, but I'll fold it just in case. Ready. Okay, I'm just gonna pick this one. Alright, let's see what I picked. That was very well done, don't you think? Oh, perfect, a book that's already on my TBR. This is, I don't know if you can see that, Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph White. I'll talk about this book now, I guess, because I just picked it. This is also on my other TBR, like I said, that I will talk to you about in a sec. This is a young adult book. I picked this up the other day at Dimmicks. This is about a 16-year-old trans boy, Benji, who's on the run from a cult. As soon as I saw cult, I saw this cover and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. And then I saw the word cult and I was in. It was an auto buy. Yeah, so he's on the run from the cult that raised him, the fundamentalist sect that unleashed Armageddon and decimated the world's population. Desperately, he searches for a place where the cult can't get their hands on him, or more importantly, the deadly bioweapon they infected him with. When he's rescued by a ragtag group of teams from the local LGBTQ+ centre, affectionately known as the ALC, they offer him shelter as long as he can control the monster within him and use his powers to defend them. Their leader, Nick, is gorgeous, autistic, and a deadly shot, and Benji soon discovers that he has a hidden agenda and more than a few secrets of his own. How cool does this book sound? Like, that blurb sounds incredible. This whole book sounds incredible, and I am genuinely so freaking excited to get started on this. Like, I don't normally read books so soon after I buy them. They usually sit there for years, but as soon as I bought this, I was like, I need this on next month's TBR. Like, I need to read it. And yes, I am so excited to read this. I don't know if I'm setting myself up for disappointment, but I feel like this is going to be a 5-star read, I hope. Class number 4 law is to read The Legend of Dia. This is just a fun little part of the kind of the lore of the game. I think you can read it and then start like bonus prompts and stuff, which I won't be doing, but I will read the page I need to read to pass the class. And then that brings us to the final class, number 5, is Psionics and Divination. For that, you just need to make a prediction bingo for whatever book you want to read for it. I thought it'd be fun to do it for this book, which comes out in April, and I'm so excited. It is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. This is Holly Jackson's latest book. I'm excited but nervous, and I'm placing a lot of faith in this book, I guess, because, as you know, The Good Girl's Guide to Murder series is one of my favourite series ever, and then I read 5 Survive and really didn't like it. So I feel like I'm a bad Holly Jackson fan for not liking it, and I feel so guilty for some reason for not liking it. But I don't know. So this is her latest book and I want so badly to love it. So this is a about a girl who's determined to uncover the shocking truth about her missing mother while filming a documentary on the unsolved case. 18-year-old Belle has lived her whole life in the shadows of her mum's mysterious disappearance. 16 years ago, Rachel Price vanished and young Belle was the only witness, but she has no memory of her. Rachel is long gone, long presumed dead, and Belle wishes everyone would just move on. But the case is dragged up from the past when the Price family agrees to a true crime documentary. Belle can't wait for the end of filming for life to go back to normal, and then the impossible happens. Rachel Price reappears and life will never be normal again. Rachel has an unbelievable story about what happened to her. Unbelievable because Belle isn't sure it's real. If Rachel is lying, then where has she been all this time, and could she be dangerous? With the camera still rolling, Belle must uncover the truth about her mother and find out why Rachel Price really came back from the dead. So this sounds really, really good, and I'm placing so much hope in this that I love this. Because if I don't love this, I don't know how I'm going to handle that, not liking 2 Holly Jackson books. So yeah, I'm placing a lot of hope in this book that this will redeem Holly Jackson's writing for me, because I need another book like The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Like, I have not been able to find a book since that just like fills that hole in my heart now that I've finished that series. It gives me that same love, I guess, in terms of books like that in that genre. So I need this to work out for me. That brings us to the end of the magical readathon TBR. But as I said, there is another readathon that I want to participate in this month, and that is the Autism Acceptance Readathon. This is created by MJ James Reads on Instagram. I will tag their channel, not their channel, their Instagram in the description below. This is really easy readathon, like the prompts are super easy. There's 4 prompts, it goes for the whole month, but I just couldn't find books I wanted to read for the prompts, and I didn't want to not participate because I think it's great, and I think I need to be reading books with more rep in them. So I really wanted to support this and participate, so I think I'm just going to read books with autism rep in them, and I've already got so many prompts to meet for Magical Readathon. I feel like adding more prompts to that, it's just, I'm not going to achieve it because I never do. So yeah, I think I'm just going to read books with autistic characters in it because I still want to support the readathon. I know that's cheating, but oh well. So I found this amazing blog post, and I will also link that in the description. There's like over 50 recs with autistic characters in it, and there's like, they break it down by genre. It's really, really great post. I got all of my recs off here actually. So yes, the first one I've already told you about, Hell Followed With Us. The next one, which I didn't realise there was autism rec in this book, that is Seven Devils by Laura Lamb and Elizabeth May. This book I've been wanting to read for so long. It's been on my physical TBR for so long. It's a fun space opera. You follow Eris who faked her death. She is the heiress to the galaxy's most ruthless empire. And she gets recruited by the resistance. They're kind of opposed to her father's reign. She's been assigned a new mission to infiltrate a spaceship ferrying deadly cargo and return intelligence. And her partner kind of has a grudge against her, which makes the mission a little bit more complicated. When they find the ship, they discover even more than they bargained for: 3 fugitives with first-hand knowledge of the Empire's inner workings. Together, these women possess the knowledge and capabilities to bring the corrupt regime to its knees, but the clock is ticking. The new heir plans to disrupt a peace summit with the only remaining alien civilization, ensuring the Empire's continued expansion. So they must find a way to stop him. This is like a fun queer space opera. I did not realise there was autism rep, so it's an added bonus. So maybe it is time I finally read this book. The third and final book on my potential list for the Autistic Acceptance Readathon is this young adult horror, Even If We Break. It's about these 5 teens who they go and stay in this cabin in these supposedly haunted mountains, and I think it goes horribly wrong, and then all their lives are put in danger, and they must decide who they can trust. So yeah, it sounds fun, fast-paced, scary. I can't say that I've ever heard of this book before, so it'd be good to read something completely new to me as well. Yeah, and then that's it for the Autistic Acceptance Readathon. If you have any recommendations for me, please do let me know, because 3 is not heaps, so please let me know if you have any others. And then if I have any time left over in the month, which I probably won't, there are some other books that I do potentially want to get to. So the first one I think I mentioned before, and that is Jade War by Fonda Lee, the second book in the Jade Legacy series. I listened to the audiobook last month of Jade City and adored it. Absolutely adored it. It was fantastic. It was so good, like so character based at the start, and you feel so connected to the characters. I love this family so much. So if I was to continue on, I would be audiobooking it, because I got told to read the audiobooks. I got told to listen to the audiobooks, and that advice was 100% correct. I loved the audiobooks. I feel like maybe I would have struggled a bit if I didn't audiobook this series, so I would be continuing on because I do like the narrators. And then the other one is Mel from A Book Fiend Named Mel is hosting the Daverbad read-along, and last month in March was meant to read City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This is the first book in the series. I got 84 pages in, and I was genuinely enjoying it, but I was getting a bit slumpy, so I didn't force it. In April, meant to read the next book, which, I don't know, City of Copper or something, I can't remember the title. I don't know, a miracle could occur and I could have time to read both books in 1 month, as well as my other TBR, who knows, but this is not a I must read, this is a I want to keep up with the readathon, and I was enjoying this book, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video, my April TBR. Let me know in the comments, are you participating in the Magical Readathon or the Autism Acceptance Readathon? And do you have any recommendations for autistic rep in books? And have you read any of the books that I talked about? Did you enjoy them? Please do let me know. Give this video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I promise I am back to semi-regularly posting. That is a promise. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in whatever the hell I post next. Bye!